Bonsoir, je vois que le quorum est atteint. Je déclare la séance ouverte. Je m'appelle Josée Werner, je suis sénatrice du Québec et vice-présidente du comité. Aujourd'hui, nous tenons une séance du comité sénatorial permanent de l'énergie et de l'environnement.
Today we're conducting a meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Energy, Environment and Natural Resources. I'm Josée Werner, a senator from Quebec and deputy chair. Before we begin,
Remind all senators and other meeting participants of the following important preventative measures to prevent disruptive and potentially harmful audio feedback incidents during our meeting that could cause injuries. Yeah. I was there, Senator McCallum, to prevent disruptive and potentially harmful audio feedback incidents during our meeting that could cause injuries. We remind all in-person participants to keep their earpieces away from all microphones at all times. As indicated in the communique from the Speaker to all senators on Monday, April 29th, the following measures have been taken to help prevent audio feedback incidents. All earpieces have been replaced by a model which greatly reduces the probability of audio feedback. The new earpieces are black in color, whereas the former earpieces were gray. Please only use a black approved earpiece. Par défaut, toutes les oreillettes inutilisées au début.
By default, all unused earpieces will be unplugged at the start of a meeting. When you're not using your earpiece, please place it face down on the middle of the round sticker that you see in front of you on the table, as you can see on the image. Please consult the cards on the table for guidelines for preventing audio feedback incidents. And does somebody have a card? So you have it. Excellent. Please ensure that you're seated in such a way as to increase the distance between microphones. Participants must only plug in their earpieces to the microphone console located directly in front of them. These measures are in place so that we can conduct our business without interruption and in order to protect the health and safety of all participants, including the interpreters. Thank you all for your cooperation.
Committee members to introduce themselves, beginning on my right.
Julie Méville-de-Chêne, Québec.
Karen Sorensen, Alberta.
Mary Jane McCollum, Manitoba.
David Wells, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Rosa Galvez, Quebec.
David Arnott, Saskatchewan.
Thank you. I wish to welcome all of you and the viewers across the country who are watching our proceedings. Today, the committee undertakes clause-by-clause consideration of Bill C-226, an act respecting the development of a national strategy to assess, prevent, and address environmental racism and to advance environmental justice. J'aimerais souhaiter la bienvenue au fond.
I'd like to welcome the officials from Environment and Climate Change Canada who are here with us in the room today. We have Amanda Monforton, Director, Policy Development, Environmental Justice and Gender-Based Analysis Plus, and Stephanie Lane, Executive Director, Legislative Governance.
To remind senators of a number of points. If at any point a senator is not clear where we are in the process, please ask for clarification. I want to ensure that at all time we all have the same understanding of where we are in the process. In terms of the mechanics of the process, when more than one amendment is proposed to be moved in a clause, amendments should be proposed in the order of the lines of a clause. If a senator is opposed to an entire clause, the proper process is not to move a motion to delete the entire clause, but rather to vote against the clause as standing as part of the bill. Certains amendements proposent
Some amendments that are moved may have consequential effects on other parts of the bill. It would thus be very useful to this process if a senator moving an amendment identified to the committee the other clauses in the bill where this amendment might have an effect. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for the committee members to remain consistent in their decision-making. Because no notice is required to move amendments, there can, of course, have been no preliminary analysis of the amendments to establish which ones may be of consequence to others and which might be contradictory to them. If committee members ever have any questions about the process or about the propriety of anything occurring, they can certainly raise a point of order. As the Chair, I will listen to the argument, decide when there's been sufficient discussion of a matter or order, and make a ruling.
master of its business within the bounds established by the Senate, and a ruling can be appealed to the full committee by asking whether the ruling shall be sustained. I wish to remind honorable senators that if there is ever any uncertainty as to the result of a voice vote or a show of hands, the most effective route is to request a roll call vote, which obviously provides unambiguous results. Finally, senators are aware that any tied vote negates the motion in question. Avez-vous des questions sur...
Do you have any questions about what I have just said? If not, I believe we can now proceed. Is it agreed that the committee proceed to a clause-by-clause consideration of Bill C-226, an act respecting the development of a national strategy to assess, prevent, and address environmental racism and to advance environmental justice? Agreed.
Stand postponed, agree or not? Agreed. Shall the preamble stand postponed? Agreed. Shall clause 1, which contains the short title, stand postponed? Agreed. Shall clause 2 carry? Carry. Shall clause 3 carry? Shall clause 4 carry? L'article 5 est-il adopté?
Shall clause 5 carry? Shall clause 1, which contains the short title, carry? Shall the preamble carry? Shall the title carry? Shall the bill carry?
Okay. Okay, is it agreed that I report this bill to the Senate in both, oh, sorry about that. Does the committee wish to consider a pending observation to the report? No. Okay. So is it agreed that I report this bill to the Senate in both official languages? Merci à tous, sénateurs et sénatrices. Nous allons...
Thank you to all of you, senators. We will suspend the meeting for 2 minutes in order to resume with an in-camera discussion.